Have a little bit of faith and lots of love. Phoebe Figure Lily is a silly name, and so many.
Gee, Miss Dunbar, you shouldn't have opened that door. Hi, Myrtle. Hi, Waldo.
It's too much. It's too much for one person.
Wow. It never did that before. Doesn't smell too good, does it?
Already there, huh?
It's... Goodbye, Professor.
Hold it. Well, she came here a healthy, normal woman, and she leaves shell-shocked. Fifth housekeeper this year. That's got to be some kind of a record.
But, Dad. Gee, Dad.
No excuses. I've heard them all.
Dad, I think the problem's been the housekeepers.
There's one I haven't heard.
Hal's right. They all been yucky.
I see. Well, I'll mention your complaint to the agency, but the employment situation being what it is, we may not have much choice. And yicky is better than nothing.
That's just it. We don't think so.
Oh?
We've talked it over. We don't think we need a housekeeper. Not the kind who lives here, anyway. If someone just came to clean up, we could take care of ourselves.
Well, I must admit that's an alternative I haven't considered.
Now that you've considered it, what do you think?
I think it's a highly commendable but impractical suggestion.
Does that mean no?
It means, Prudence, that I'm not sure you're quite ready for that kind of responsibility. I'm only thinking of your welfare. And that of the neighborhood at large.
You could give us a chance. You say everybody deserves a chance.
Well, I know, but,
Everybody but us?
all right. All right, I won't call the agency.
Hey, Dad, you're going to big surprises.
Very probably, very probably.
Hurry up, you guys. Dad'll be here any minute. How do you make a toaster hurry up? Turn that little dial at the bottom. What in heck are you doing? You didn't put much grease in there. Grease? Wow. You said you knew how to do it. Here, maybe it's not too late. Turn down the burner.
Good morning, group.
Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad.
Good morning. Say, you're up and at 'em kind of early this morning, aren't you?
We've got everything organized. Dad, put me down, because I got to watch my toaster.
Oh.
Want an egg, Dad?
Well, thanks, Butch. I think I'll just have toast and coffee.
Sit down, Dad. Morning paper's on your chair.
Well, what do you know? Thank you, Hal.
Hurry up, toaster.
Red. What do you want me to do at school? Starve?
What's going on over there, anyway?
Nothing, Dad.
What?
All right. Who made the coffee?
I did.
How many scoops did you put in here, anyway?
I lost count.
Huh? Prudence. Well, Hal, I'm afraid it's like any other experiment. Even when you have the right ingredients, if the timing is off, you're in big trouble.
Bring on the Yeekies.
I'll get it. Why don't you guys just kind of clean up the debris, huh?
I guess you're mad at us.
Good morning. I'm your nanny.
My what?
You are Professor Harold Everett, aren't you?
Yes.
And you are looking for help?
Well, yes, I am.
I'm it.
But how did I get you?
Well, how do you usually get your help?
Through the employment aids.
There you are.
Yes, but you see, I haven't even,
Your reputation goes before you, Professor.
Miss Dunbar. And you came anyway. Well, come in.
She isn't so yucky looking.
It's, just that I wasn't expecting anybody quite so early. I mean, before I even asked.
It's the early bird that gets the worm.
I guess so. Of course, not everybody likes worms first thing in the morning. Well, shall we go into the den? We can talk there. Well, Miss,
Figure Lily.
Figure.
Nanny will do.
Oh, yes. Won't you sit down, please?
No, thank you.
Where are you from?
All over, really.
Well, that's interesting. What I mean is references.
Oh, I think they're quite meaningless.
Oh.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
Oh. And have you poisoned anyone lately, Miss,
Nanny.
Miss Nanny?
Professor, you need help, and I'm here to help you. If it isn't going to work out, we'll both know soon enough, won't we?
About 6 weeks on the average. Well, about salary, I'm afraid
Whatever
that
you're accustomed to paying will do very well. Now, might I have a look at the children? That's the important thing, isn't it?
Well, there is one thing that I want to be sure you understand before we go any further.
Yes.
Well, you see, this is a motherless home, and...
Oh, yes. It's just the sort of challenge I fancy. If I opened up, you'd all fall flat. Hello?
Well, eavesdroppers, I would like you to meet Nanny. This is Hal.
The eldest son and heir. Did you inherit your father's aptitudes, Hal?
He's the bug on science. And this is...
Butch. Well, you look like a Butch.
His real name is Bentley.
Oh, never mind, you'll grow into it.
And this is Prudence.
Oh, I do love virtuous names. I had a cousin once named Charity, and how well she lived up to her name, and how generous was her reward. A poor man she fed and clothed became a millionaire in time and married her. Well, Professor?
It should be a very interesting 6 weeks.
Assuming, of course, I'm average. Well, aren't you going to show me to my room? Butch, why don't you take the muscle out of my bag before she suffocates? Well, come on, let's go.
Down in the basement.
Well, we'll have to see about that. Waldo, what's the trouble down there? Oh, really? Well, I see. Oh, there's someone at the door. I think we're about to hear the other side of the story now.
Did you hear the doorbell?
Oh, what happened to the last one?
She retired.
To some rest home, no doubt.
Can I help you?
Probably not, but it's Waldo again. He comes into my yard, which is fenced, and terrorizes poor Fifi.
That's not so.
In the process, he tramples my cutting garden and generally makes a mess.
Well, the way Fifi gives him the come on.
Come on. Fifi is not that sort of dog.
Well, I do see your problem.
It would be nice to have a little cooperation for a change.
Hi, Hal.
Oh, hi, Francine. I just hope Fifi isn't going to be too upset to be her best for the dog show on Saturday.
She always wins.
Oh, how nice. There are so few things one can count on.
Yeah. Well, come along, Francine.
Goodbye, Mrs. Fowler.
Bye, Hal.
Bye, Francine. How did she know my name?
Poor Fifi, she's most desperately in love.
You'd think that dog show was the Olympics or something.
Oh, evidently it's very important to some people.
Big deal. They have it every year.
To raise money for the animal shelter.
A very worthy cause. Is Waldo entered?
Are you kidding?
They judge them on things like grooming and how they mind you.
Those aren't exactly Waldo's strong points.
Perhaps Waldo's never had a chance to prove his worth.
Who cares about some big deal dog show?
Waldo might. Has anyone asked him? Waldo, I want to have a few words with you.
We've got a real weirdo on our hands.
Look at Fifi.
There's Waldo. Can't tell the front from the back.
Waldo's kind of blowing up.
I think he looks lovely.
Stop it coming out of your mattress.
I told you we shouldn't use that hair dryer on him.
It'd still be dripping wet if we hadn't.
Don't worry, Waldo. It'll be over soon.
Waldo, remember yourself?
Come on, Waldo.
Where's Daddy?
He'll be along presently.
Unless he's too busy.
Maybe he forget things.
Oh, yes, of course, but I have the strongest feeling he'll be here. And soon now, too.
Stay happy.
Name,
Happy. Happy, like I've been saying.
performance, please.
Sit happy.
Good dog. Well behaved.
Francine, thank the nice judge.
Name,
Waldo Everett. He's ticklish. Oh, brother.
Waldo, cut it out. He thinks you're playing.
he's mistaken.
Look at Daddy. He did come. Dad!
Sorry I'm late, everybody.
Oh, Professor, so glad you could join us.
Yes, well, I really didn't have much choice.
As long as you're here, you might as well sit down and start suffering.
Mrs. Fowler?
Oh, Professor?
Performance.
What?
Never mind.
Well, that's that. Fifi's done it again, and Francine will spend the rest of the year yakking about it.
The winner hasn't been announced yet.
You must be expecting some miracle.
Perhaps. A small one. Waldo? You promised?
Are you there, Rocket? Somebody help me up.
That situation is what it is. Miss Llewellyn's made her decision. The winner of the award for the best groomed dog will go to Waldo Everett. Most obedient dog, Waldo Everett. Best all-around dog, Waldo Everett.
It's impossible.
I don't believe it.
That concludes our performance.
Dog. Fifi! Fifi, behave yourself. Fifi, love, Chat Lane, come here.
Did you hear her talking to Waldo? Waldo, you promised. Like he knew exactly what you meant. And then the thing about Myrtle.
What thing with Myrtle?
Nanny says she isn't Myrtle at all. From now on, she would prefer to be known as Mike.
Mike?
How come she knew and you didn't?
Well, there are things in this world, Hal, that just can't be explained. Maybe just as well.
But you're a scientist.
And you sound like me 20 years ago, trying to put everything into a formula. But you know something? Then your mother came along. Somehow she just knew things she couldn't know and did things she couldn't do. And I finally had to accept the idea that there's an approach to life other than scientific.
Because you wanted to.
That's right. Because I wanted to. Okay?
Okay.
Check and mate. And now, suppose you figure that one out between algebra problems, huh, pal?
I'm gonna watch her just the same.
Me too.